All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Wakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone for teaching me the truth 100% securely. And I'd like to give a salutation to the Akim and Aqua who are listening and studying to show thyself approved. This is Brother Bayan from the Tulsa, Oklahoma, Hebrew Israelite Camp, coming back to you with another quick lesson. And it's pretty much a quick lesson, more like an update on CBDC, okay? And with all these things going on, a lot of distraction, especially what Cat Williams has been going viral here lately. I'm not saying that he's not having been saying things that are true, but the man of the Lord that's been out on the corners, the highways and byways, been saying the same thing that he's saying, okay? And that's pretty much, it's still a distraction. Okay, so a lot of people are not aware that the thing that all of the distraction is bringing, they're making moves right up under our nose. Okay, while everybody is paying attention to what Cat Williams is saying, and every time Cat Williams make a statement, they go to their favorite content creator and they ask them questions. What do you think about what Cat Williams say about this and that? It's full of distractions, man. Okay, and the reality is that Esau Edom is making moves, and a lot of people is so distracted that they are not aware of these moves that are being made. Okay, and again, Cat Williams is saying some things that are very true, but the men of the Lord have been standing for even longer. Okay, starting with the elder Apostle Tahar, elder Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rumla, and Apostle Wakar. All right. They've been standing for the longest, man. So this is Amos chapter 3 and verse 7, and it says, "Surely the Lord Yahweh power will do nothing but revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets." All right, and that, see, the Heavenly Father Yahweh Basim Yahushua gave those secrets. So therefore, the man of the Lord been saying everything that Cat Williams been saying in the interview lately for the longest. Okay, as a matter of fact, it's a distraction to the point where Cat Williams is it's almost like Esau Edom set him up to do it. Okay, was that 2 Corinthians 2:11? Lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. Okay, and could be very well be one of his devices of setting up Cat Williams, who's good at distraction. Okay, good at, I mean, literally people are paying attention and they're being distracted by it. And then you got these other content creators, they're making content based on the things that Cat Williams is saying. Okay, but the stuff that he's been saying lately, the man of the Lord been saying it for quite a while. And matter of fact, let's get that real quick. All right, so when going back to what we were saying, the prophet's been saying the same thing that Cat Williams have been saying, or he been going viral. Okay, but that's to tell you the state of mind, like how Israel does not consider. Okay, when you start at Ecclesiastica, aka Sirach, chapter 13, and the point would be in verse 23, but we'll start at verse 21. And it says, "A rich man beginning to fall, he is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down is thrust also away by his friends. When a rich man is fallen, he has many helpers. He speaks things not to be spoken, yet men justify him. The poor man split, and yet they rebuke him. Two, he spake wisely and could have no place." Okay, and that goes back to the man of the Lord that's been saying the same thing that Cat Williams has been saying, but nobody want to listen to that. But now all of a sudden, Cat Williams saying the very same thing. Man of the Lord bring out how the prophets, what Cat Williams pretty much said, that you got to be on the you got to do some things before they get on their A list, pretty much. They got to do homosexuality actions, so on and so forth, sacrifice their family members and little things like that. It's the same thing the man of the Lord been saying on the corner. Because we don't have Cat William money, they don't want to hear it. Okay. And so reading verse 22 again, Ecclesiastica, aka Sirach, chapter 13 and 22, it says, when a rich man is fallen, he has many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, yet men justify him. Okay, and that goes back to uh I had these conversations with coworkers, and I was like, man, they all sell out, man. They had to get do things just to get to that position that they at. Man, I hear it all the time. They man, they ain't like that, man. Not every celebrity is like that, bro. That's what they say. And that's justifying those celebrities, okay? Just because they like them. They have they pretty much have that likeness, man. It's that precept that come to mind. It's like at the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it right now, but they have that. It's a lot. It'll come to me, but they pretty much have that likeness. If you like an individual, you kind of let them get away with certain things. There's a precept that goes into that. All right, but reading 22 again, he said, and he said, yet men justify him. The poor man split. Hold on. Salak, let me get this in another Bible, cause that split right here. I don't think that's what the precept actually said. Salak, bear with me for a minute. All right, Salaki, that's yeah, I thought it said something different right here. So reading again from the top, Ecclesiastica, aka Sirach 13 to 22, it says, when a rich man is fallen, he has many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet man justify him. The poor man slipped, okay? The poor man slipped, and yet they rebuke him too. He spake wisely and could have no place. And it says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he says. All right. And that goes back to the things that Cat Williams is saying. And it said, they install it to the cloud, but if a poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. All right. And so that's pretty much the point right there, because everything that Cat Williams is saying, the man of the Lord have been said. Okay. And is exposing Esau Edom kingdom. He's exposing these devils, okay? All right, because not only he's exposing people in the industry, but he's also exposing the people that control the industry, because the people that doing everything, as a matter of fact, get was it Mark 8, and it was about the 35th verse, right? That's pretty much Cat Williams just did in those interviews, is he exposed that they taking shortcuts. That's what he said in one of the interviews with Shannon Sharp. Okay, they took shortcuts to get what they had. All right, so this Mark 8:36, and he said, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Okay, so while Cat Williams is exposing them for selling their integrity just to get in the position that they at, okay, that also exposed Esau Edom for setting up the wickedness, just basically dangling that carrot for them to do those wicked acts or to sell their integrity. Okay, in verse 37, and it says, or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Verse 38, whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my word, and this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. All right. And so, Cat Williams exposed him. All right. And therefore, Esau Edom is going to get exposed as well along the way. Okay. This is why America, aka Babylon the Great, will meet its demise. All right, so this Luke chapter 8 and verse 17, it said, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad." Okay, so all things are being brought to the forefront. People are recognizing it, and so while all of these things are being exposed, there's still a chance to come into repentance and call on Yahweh from your outside. That's for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, and so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video, because this is one of the things that are a lot of people are being distracted from, okay, which is the latest on the CBDC. All right, so this lady pretty much gonna break down, some of the things that Esau Edom has been doing right up under the nose of all, the people that are paying attention to the distractions that's going on. All right, this is something important to pay attention to. All right, so without further ado.
It has been a while since we talked about CBDCs. I plan on sharing an update at least once a week from now on, as I know many of us are very, very interested and very worried, very concerned, and rightfully so. It is becoming increasingly clear that the introduction of digital currencies is likely a question of when rather than if. Although the United States hasn't made any official announcements, the EU has. As you may recall, in the beginning of winter, the head of the European Central Bank, Christine Lagarde, announced that the digital euro is on its way, and she made her best effort to sell it to those who would have no choice but to accept it. Here's this notorious video in case you happen to miss it. Take a look.
Digital euro is on the move. Yesterday, the Governing Council of the ECB approved the opening of the preparation phase. It will be a journey, and we will walk the journey together with the legislator. All European institutions will be involved to make sure that Europe is equipped with the currency of the future. Cash is here to stay. You will have all options, cash and digital cash.
All right, so right there, they are pretty much. When she said cash is here to stay, that's a bald faced lie right there. All right, so ultimately they are speaking sweetly with their lip. Okay, we'll go ahead and get that. And we'll go ahead and play on to the video. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and play it, and then we'll get that precept.
What does it mean for you? For consumers, it would be free and easy to use everywhere in the euro area. All of that, of course, is subject to the legislative process. Cash or digital, the choice will be yours. Your euro, your choice.
As you see right there, that is the enemy speaking sweet with his lips. So let's go ahead and get that. It was the Psalm 55 and 20. It's the book of Psalm chapter 55 and verse 21. It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter." Okay, and so the whole time they're working to get rid of cash, and the fact that she turned around and said cash is here to stay, that is basically placating the masses to make them think or make them get comfortable with the, because really that what they're trying to do gradually is gradualism. So they're trying to get them comfortable with CBDC. That is the ultimate goal. Okay, so that's Psalm 51, 55 and 21 again from the top. It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart." Okay, and that war was in his heart is ultimately those who refuse to go along with this system. That's in Revelation 13 and 15, because he said he have power to give life unto the image of the beast, and will cause as many that will not worship the beast should be killed. Okay? And so this is that system that they setting up. And so once they set up the system, and those who refuse to go along or worship this beast, they're going to take them out. All right? And that's going back into what we talking about in Psalm 55 and 21, because it said, "But war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords." Okay? And so right now, this is the next step of them, setting up their CBDC. All right? So let's go back into the video.
after this official announcement made by Lagarde, the EU Commissioner Breton clarified that now that the EU has the digital ID wallet, the next step would be digital currency to keep in that wallet. He said, now that we have a digital identity wallet, we have to put something in it. Presumably, he was referring to the digital euro that is currently being actively developed. They just entered a new phase in November of 2023. The very next day, he claimed on X that the EU citizens will be able to, quote, have a secured e-identity for their lifetime, and the wallet has the highest level of both security and privacy. So effectively, he said, just get ready to have this digital reality for your lifetime. The plan is laid out right in front of our eyes. Of course, neither Christine Lagarde nor the EU Commissioner said anything about possibly polling their constituents to see if they feel comfortable with the digital IDs, to see if they understand what is meant under security and privacy, to see if digital wallets and the digital euro is something that they're interested in. I'm sure that they know the answer. Here's the thing, for the central bank digital currencies to be implemented, customer assets that are currently held in banks, they have to be tokenized. It's the first.
And that right there, what you said, it has to be tokenized. So that is the next process. So if you have money in the bank, that's what they're planning on doing. So let's get the terminology of tokenized real quick before you go on. And she's going to explain it even further too. So you got it right here, the Google meaning for tokenized, all right? And it says substitute a randomly generated identifier for a sensitive piece of data in order to prevent unauthorized access. Okay, this is their way of combating identity theft and bank frauds and so on and so forth. The next definition is linguistic break text into individual linguistic units. All right. Let's see. Let's see. It says, what does it mean if something is tokenized? And it says, tokenization refers to a process by which a piece of sensitive data, such as credit card numbers, is replaced by a surrogate value known as a token. And it says, what is an example of tokenization? It says tokenization has existed since the beginning of early currency system. Coin token long being used as a replacement for actual coins and banknotes. Subway tokens, casino tokens are examples of this. What is tokenized identity? Here's the next one right here. It says in credit and debit card system, for example, tokenization has long been used to replace data on the card, e.g. the primary account number or PIN or PAN, with an randomly generated token that can be used to represent card data in transaction but does not reveal the original card data. So there was one article that I seen that had all the basically your personal information, everything. So that what it basically means is that they're going to transfer all your personal information, social security, bank account number, all of that is going to be tokenized into one data. All right. And so let's go ahead and get into that. Matter of fact, let's get a quick precept. Which is Micah chapter 2. Let's get it real quick. Because they all have the power to do this, all right? And then you saw in that clip where they're talking to the citizens, they have the power to, change the currency, all right? And so there's woe unto these devils, all right? All right, so while everybody's being distracted, this is what these devils are doing, okay? Micah 2:1, and it said, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bed, And when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Okay, they have their power to change the currency. Exactly what they're getting ready to do. Okay, verse 2, and it said they covet field and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. All right, and they're going to do this all over again. Okay. In verse 3, and he said, therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh shall behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your neck, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. Okay, so let's go back into the video.
First step. It's not the ultimate goal, it's a tool to get you to accept this new reality. You may already be familiar with the concept of asset tokenization. I discussed it in my previous videos when Citibank and JP Morgan Chase launched digital token banking service that effectively allows them to convert their customers' assets into digital tokens. It's already happening. I also wrote an entire post on tokenization and the role of the Bank of International Settlements on my Substack. This, or the Bank of International Settlements, is the central bank for all central banks, effectively. The infrastructure for the implementation of these new digital products has been put in place by the Bank of International Settlements, or BIS for short. It is an entity that functions as a bank's bank. Its mission is, and I'm quoting from its charter, to support central banks' pursuit of monetary and financial stability through international cooperation and to act as a bank for central banks. Effectively, the BIS is the International Central Bank, a cross-border global structure, global entity that is governed by appointed officials, not elected, by appointed officials, and it's managed to remain in the shadows since its establishment on January the 20th, 1930. The U.S. Federal Reserve is part of the system, so it has been around for almost 100 years. Comment below, let me know if you are familiar with it, if you've heard about it before, and its role in international banking. The launch of a digital ID.
All right, so you can definitely go watch the rest of this video, and I just wanted to show that information to let you know, like, hey, they getting ready to roll these things out, okay? Which is ultimately all of these things, all prophecies getting ready to come within, it's coming wrapping up in one big old snowfall, however you want to say it, but it's just coming boom, 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 back to back, back to back. Like at the beginning of this year, you had Japan that had a massive earthquake, a little small earthquake in New York. Okay, then you have killing that's still going on. So it's a lot going on to the point where it's just like bam, boom, 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 boom. And that's the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, because he said these things are getting ready to happen. All right, so I got a couple of free precepts and we're gonna close this thing out, man. So this is one of the things that a lot of people are being distracted from. All right. All right, so and that's why when I read that Amos 3 and 7, because Yahweh Shah said this is he revealed his secrets unto the servants of prophet. Okay, and the words of the Lord is coming true. It's like right out in the forefront, and he said it in his word. All right, Isaiah 55 and 11. He says, "So shall my word be that go forth out my mouth; it shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the things whereto I sent it." Okay, so now the prophecies of Yahweh Shah is prospering right now. Okay, and so that means it's going to come further and it's going to come more true. Okay, so that's Revelation 13, and we start at verse 15. Okay, because it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. All right, that's that CBDC in that video what we was talking about. They had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Okay, when we just read Micah 2 and 1, okay, Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bed. All right, when the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hand. They have the power to do what they're doing right now, okay? And so now in Revelation 13 and 15, you're seeing that coming to the forefront. Okay, reading that again from the top, it said, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which is that CBDC, the AI technology, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay, so those individuals that refuse to go along with this system, they will be killed. All right, verse 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Okay, so all of these other camps, they're saying that this system is not going to be that mark of the beast. Now you see they're being revealed as liars. As a matter of fact, what Cat Williams said in one of those interviews, he said all liars will be exposed. Okay, that's what he said that in an interview with Shannon Sharp. He said all liars will be exposed. Now you starting to see with that piece of information, all of these camps are sitting here saying that the mark of the beast is not that RFIDCHIP. Okay, now you're seeing it. Okay, because they're going to tokenize. That's the terminology. They're going to tokenize all of people's assets. All right. Once their assets get tokenized, in order for them to identify them as they identified each individual as the owner of these assets that's been tokenized, they have to get their RFID okay, which is the mark of the beast. All right. So reading Revelation 13 and 16 again, he says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. Okay, that mark is charagma. That's the Greek word charagma, which is incision, something they have to be implanted in their right hand or in their forehead. Okay, so the mark of the beast is not sin, and not sleeping with white women. It is that RFIDCHIP, and this is what they setting up in that system. All right. In verse 17, it says, and no man might buy or sell save that he have the mark or the number or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. Okay? And so, there you have it, man. Yahweh shall warn us of these things, and it's going to happen. All right? While all of these people are being distracted, okay, they're missing a very important thing that's going to affect them in the very near future. Okay, just like Yahweh spoke through the prophet Exodus, 2nd Ezra chapter 9. Oh, Salakha, I think it's 1st Ezra. Hold on, Salakha. Yeah, 1st Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 1. No? Salakha, bear with me for a minute. Yeah, I was right. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and 1, and he said, and he answered me and then said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. All right, this is that measurement. We're measuring the time by the prophecy of Yahweh Shai, the prophecy that is spoken in the book. Okay? And he says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay, all of these prophecies are coming to the forefront, and now Yahweh about to begin to visit the world which he made. As a matter of fact, I mentioned that Esau Edom is being exposed through Cat Williams, those interviews, because not only is he exposing his fellow comedians that are, taking a bad, losing their souls, to gain the whole world and to lose their, he's exposing Esau Edom's kingdom, okay? Because Esau Edom's the one that's dangling that carrot. So it's Jeremiah 49 49 and verse 10. Okay, when it says, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. Okay, so now not only are they knowing that those people they call themselves the Ish people, they're being pointed at as Esau Edom. Okay, they're not able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled and his brethren, and he is not. Okay, and so just like what Micah said, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bed. Who is going to bring that woe and that destruction onto them? Okay, so this is Isaiah chapter 47. And we ended off with this chapter right here. We start at the top. Okay, Isaiah chapter 47 and 1. And it said, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughters of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone, grind meal, uncover thy lock, make bare the lead, uncover the thigh, pass over the river. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. All right? And that is when Yahweh Shah is going to come back and he's going to destroy this place. But before he does, all of these prophecies must be fulfilled, okay? And so you're seeing the examples in that video. It's going to be fulfilled, and then how about you outside is going to come and save his hope elect. All right, Lord willing, it happened this year. All right, so Lord willing, this is edifying. With that, we give our praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. 100% securely. Shalom. Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.